Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, MeHerd37. Before we start playing, I want to show you something. If you remember, I had a really bad crashing problem with this game after a while, and I switched controllers, and it seemed to have fixed it, but the crashes started happening again. It's happening a lot, maybe like every, I don't know, 20-30 minutes or so of playing, maybe even more than that. But it seems like I've fixed it. I came over here to the hardware profile. Now I had mine at high, which it's still, if you turn it to auto, it's still very high. So that didn't change anything. However, this adaptive VSync, I had it on, I turned that off, and that seems to maybe have fixed it. I was at a forum and someone had talked about they were having the same problem, and it seems to crash. I don't want to say that. It seems to crash right as the game is going to load some drivers. I can't remember exactly how they worded it, and that's one of the problems. So I turned that off, and that seems to have fixed it. So I just want to share that just in case anyone else is having a problem. But now let's go and play a little Farming Simulator. Alright, here we are, everybody. It's kind of late. I should have maybe sped it up to get into daytime. That's alright for right now. As you can see in the upper right, we got $555,000, and we got that much for two reasons. If you remember, just go over to, we got so much, this, I finished out that pit right there, completely got that emptied out. That gave us so much money. I've been loading this up. I'm just going to try and get this, wait until I get this to 100% before I do this, blanket it and turn it into silage, and we'll get a ton of money out of that. But another reason we got so much money is right here. I did 40 trees. Got them planted again. You see a little row here starting. The other row starting. I did all 20 of these, and then went over here and did all 20 of these. And these are almost ready. I can't tell if those are ready or not. But anyway, I'll check that. I can't remember if those are ready or not. Because they look taller now. They might actually be. They kind of look like it. Well, they might be a little skinny. But I did all 40 of them, and it took me the better amount of like 2 evenings. It was it takes so long to cut those down with a chainsaw and load them up with that thing. It's just, I can't wait till we get the scorpion. We'll be able to do a lot more. But each tree is worth like $5,000 or $6,000. So it does pay really, really good, and that's how we got that $555,000. But one thing I want to work on now, we're going to do an upgrade. This thing right here. So this is our blue mower. It's got the front loader attachment to it and everything that we needed. The problem is it's just doesn't have enough power. It doesn't have the power that we need, especially when mowing. Like when we start going up an incline, like over there. It just really struggles. It just does not have a lot of power. So I want to get a new mower. I was actually thinking, what should I get? Either a harvester or a mower. And I think I'm going to get the mower first, and then we'll go get a harvester later. Let's pull this thing up. Get a better view. We'll dump off the attachments real quick. Drop that there. Move this thing forward. Drop that there. Just get that weight real quick. Alright. And I'll take it over to where the cows are. I think we're going to actually use this with the other equipment, with the harvester, with all that equipment that I use the fields with. And yeah, I think that's the best route to go. The only time we would really need this, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we really won't need it. But I will take that up later. You don't need to watch all that. It'll take a while. So tractors. I was actually thinking when I was like, you know what? Might as well just get the best one to start with the mowing and stuff. The only problem is I actually look at the top two, and if you notice on the front, there's no attachment like this one has. So we wouldn't be able to use the front mower, which would really suck. So we're going to get this one. It's got the tracks on it. I think it looks pretty cool. But it most importantly, it has the attachment on the front like these two don't have. Could get probably a smaller one, but I figure like 320, go all the way up to 435 horsepower. Might as well just get this one. Let's go ahead and buy that thing. Alright, we're going to buy one other thing. I was kind of debating whether or not I should do this because we have 243 now. And I really want... Yeah, this is probably what I'm going to get next. 430, so it's 200 more grand. But you know what? I think we should go ahead and get a telehandler. Because we're going to use that blue trailer. So, or the blue tractor. So we kind of need to replace it. Because I don't want to run that blue tractor up and down, up and down, up and down every time I need it. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this. And we will get the bucket for it. Pallet fork, because we're going to need that with the wool and other pallets and stuff. So we've got that, and let's get the bale spike. And I will need that, unfortunately, for a little while. Till we get rid of those round bales. Now we're left with 151. The other thing I kind of want to get, I wasn't going to get this now, but looking at the money, we might as well. I'll get that in a little bit. Actually, screw it. No, we'll just go ahead and buy it. Actually, I don't know. I'll put off on buying that, actually. But we need another baler, because I've got that other baler down here, but that's working with the hay and stuff like that, and so I can't, when I do wheat and stuff up at the fields, I really don't have anything to do baling and stuff. Let's go fetch our purchases. So much equipment. Alright, here's this beast. I'm gonna have fun with this, driving this thing around. It does have some good power, that's for sure. Hello. I just think it, not only is it really powerful, well, I love that it just looks so great with those tracks. I kind of wonder though, are tracks all that great for this kind of stuff? Like, does it really help that much? You see, if you ever watch like tonight Gold Rush, all those big machineries with the tracks, but then you think, man, that thing can go anywhere, but then you realize when you're watching them, it really can't. Anytime it gets wet and everything, they kind of become useless. So I was kind of wondering, I don't know if tracks are really that great or not. Alright, let's go. I'm going to hook up the mower. Or mowers. Give this thing a try. Oh, attach that one. Get the back. Let's see how good a job this thing does pulling. Because that other blue mower, man, it was so underpowered. When you would get near that hill or anything, it would get down to like 1-2 miles an hour, and it would just literally crawl. Front on, lower it, back on and lower it. And let's see what it does. Going 13 miles an hour, which I believe is the maximum for mowing. That other one, I don't even think it could get 13 miles an hour unless I was going downhill. I think it was more like 8 miles an hour on a flat ground like this. But then it gets down to like 1 or 2 miles an hour on any incline, and there's so many, you know, the farm is not flat at all. So anytime you're really going up or down an incline, or up an incline, it would just start crawling. And I cannot, you know, mowing the grass takes long enough, especially when you're, you know, anytime you hit an incline, you go 1 or 2 miles an hour. Look at this thing goes 13. Let's see how it goes up the hill. Let me turn the front off so it doesn't mow it. Yeah, it just picks right up. I mean, I shouldn't have mowed that. I didn't want to mow that. But that's going to help so much with mowing. Alright, enough of that. Let's get the telehandler. I'm not going to get all that equipment right now. Oh, jeez. Ah, man, come on. But I think I'm just gonna run this thing back and forth as well. Anytime we have to do the sheep, that's the only problem is the sheep is clear on the other side of the map. But whoa. I was kind of thinking it takes, I don't know. With it on the other side of the map, you got to run something over there until we have enough money where we can just keep a mower over there. And none of our mowers, except for the blue one, have an attachment for those pallets. This one will be able to do it. The blue one will be able to do it. I don't know, maybe sometimes I'll run the blue one over there when I'm not harvesting. But I like to keep that blue mower over there. Up with the other equipment. That's what I always have. I always have the harvester, the seeder, all that stuff. With their own tractor, of course. I like to keep that stuff all together. It just makes it a lot quicker when you're doing all this stuff. But that new tractor, man, that's gonna make it so much better. Like hauling that loading wagon and stuff, it gets so slow because anytime you go up a little bit of a hill. So that's gonna make a huge improvement. I think I'm really gonna like this setup. Make everything a lot quicker for me. Which is one thing that I really do care about. Alright, so get out of that. Let's check this out. I don't know if one thing I need to get the hay out of this, I don't know, mixed ration machine, whatever you want to call it. But there's still some straw in it because the cows do, I don't know if they're eating the straw or the straw disappears, but you do have to keep that straw bedding. Like you do have to keep adding to it. It does go away. So it's a 16%. Nah, 6. But I think they still have enough silage. One kind of thing that kind of ticks me off is you notice this grass doesn't seem to be going down. I think it's like every time we fill the silage, it's not only does that go up, but it keeps the grass going up, which is kind of annoying because there is no grass. Well, their heads are like in the grass. But that's kind of annoying because we don't have any grass. Or we're not supposed to. I don't know if we still have some left over or not. But I sure as heck aren't not putting any grass in there. Yeah, feeding through grass. 22,766. 22,000. We shouldn't have any of that. Feeding through silage. 0. And it's got 0, but that's because we just started up. It takes a little while, and then it'll go back up to 100. So we're not actually losing any of that. Oh, but that might be it. See here, I got the harvester here. I got each field I think once. Got the seeder over there. I also have our fertilizer over here as well. Somewhere. I think I actually left that over the other field. I've got to bring that back. But with that blue tractor, I say we go ahead and get rid of one of these tractors. One of the dark green ones. They're costing us so much. If you look at go back to tractors, the two that you start with, like that one, it costs you $270 a day. That costs us $460 a day per. That's ridiculous. $460 a day. We bought that. It's only $290 a day. No, we bought that one. It's only $380. So we actually, those old green trucks are actually costing us more than that new top of the line one. And the blue one does have a little bit more power, so I was thinking, maybe we just go ahead and get rid of this thing. Maybe it'll this tipper. It does not when it's full, even when it's empty, going up anything with this thing, it doesn't pull it very well either. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just go ahead and get rid of this thing. But the only thing is, am I going to need another tractor for anything anytime soon? That's the only thing that makes me want to say, hey, let's not get rid of it. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't get rid of it. Just wait a little bit and see how the farm grows, because this thing is useless except for pulling stuff. I wish I had like a front loader attachment like the blue one does, or I could take it over to the sheep are. That's the only problem is the sheep. I always gotta have something over there. Tell you what, we'll just put this. I'll just store it over here. Turn it around. And we'll just sit it here. I mean, there's no real use for it. I think I should probably get rid of it, but I'll just wait a little bit because, you know, once you get rid of it, you're kind of screwed. Well, you can't get it back. You can buy another one, but what's the sense in that? So we still got 150 grand left. I'm not going to get the baler. Like I said, I think what I'll do next is save up and get this New Holland. It's the biggest one, 14,500 liters. Obviously, oh man, 980 bucks a day. So it is a little bit bigger than the Case IH. And then we'll of course have to get a header for it. Head for it, let's see. It's right there, 79 grand. It's 110 bucks a day, but 13.7 meters. I mean, that's a huge swath. And then we're going to eventually need something for corn and to get the chaff. I can't remember if that one does it or not. Isn't that corn? Did you put that on it? I can't even remember, to be quite honest. Or do you put that on the freaking thing? Can you do that right now? I don't know. With something like that, it really doesn't matter, I guess, because we're not going to do chaff just yet. But we're getting to it. I mean, we're making big money now with that silage. It's going to help a lot. I mean, when that pit is full and I start doing that, it's going to take a while. But we're going to do a ton of silage, so that's really, really good money. And so I think the farmer's in full swing with all that money that's going to come in. When a new harvester, then we'll buy another field. I'm kind of liking this field right here. It's close. There's another one that might be a little closer, but like a big field like this, man. And I can leave that little I can bring the big harvester over here. Keep the smaller one for the smaller fields. We've got that one huge tipper, and we've got the small tipper, but that small tipper, that's really not going to be suitable for anything because that would take so long. I was just looking at it. It would take so long because we have to empty it out at the silos, so I think that's kind of useless. The seeder would be kind of useless unless we hire a worker, because I know I sure as hell don't want to mess with that little thing on that big field. I did notice also there is another, what we'll probably do eventually is buy the bigger sower. Let's see, that's corn. So that's not the corn. What is that? It's not beets, is it? I think it does look like a beet. Alright, it'd probably be something like this. This one's got 9 meters, and I think ours is what, 6 or 7.2? Yes, 6. So this is like a third bigger. We'll eventually get that. Well, I think that's about it. I didn't make a huge video or anything. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Just showing you all what I wanted to do. And the main thing was I was going to buy that blue tractor, so I want everyone to kind of see that. I don't want to like buying anything without everybody being able to see it. And you know what? I do want to. We own 27, 30, and 35. 28. Might as well. I mean, it's like free money. Let's go for 30. I was going to say 30, but I'll go to 35. We have 35 chickens, so let's go 33, 34, and 35. 35 though, 30. So let's go buy 5 sheep. Sheep basically are free money. Oh no, and I went up. No, it didn't. 34. I mean, you got to put grass, but they don't eat hardly any grass, man. I got that mower over there, and I fill it up like once every 3 days, and it's like 10%. It's really nothing. Don't have any. We have 56% on the wool. We've got 3 pallets of wool ready to go over, but I'm not gonna mess with that until we get. You know what? I can't remember where it is. I don't want to buy stuff like this, but I keep doing it. There is that. There is a little. It was baling. Yeah, that cart. Buy that real quick. Well, let's hop in this tractor. It's real close. We'll go over and take a look at that. I'll take it over to the wool place. I want to take a look at it real quick. I think actually the telehandler might actually be able to tow it, which would be really helpful. Well, even if I use the blue tractor over there, it'd still we wouldn't have any problem taking it to get our money for the wool. So let's just go over to that shop real quick, take a look at it, and then I'll cut the video and I'll get all that stuff moved. I need to get on to mowing the grass. I really want to fill that silage pit, or bay, whatever you want to call it. Get that thing turned into silage. Only gonna need about 22% more, so hopefully that'll be pretty easy. It's just I've been spending hours and hours on mowing because that thing wants to bog down so slow. That tractor's gonna make such a huge difference. I'm gonna see this thing real quick. I don't know if this is the one that it looks a little different. The other one in 2013 was a little blue. It was a little blue trailer. Yeah, I'm gonna take this over to where the sheep are, and we'll put our pallets over here. I don't want to take it pallet by pallet or anything, so I'll just load them up, and then when it's full, we'll take it over there. Turn on the flashlight, just get a good look at it. It's so clean and new. And that looks really, really good. They did such an awesome job on these tractors, man. It's a beast of a tractor. Just looks awesome. I kind of like the new Holland, the way it looks better than the Case IH. But I want to get some John Deere stuff too. Gotta get mods for that. Alright, well, anyways, everybody, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.